Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are doing really well today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's see what y'all need to know. What does Divine Collective need to know at this time? What does Divine Collective need to know at this time? Okay, we have a Page of Wands. This might be a new idea, creative new idea here. Somebody has a creative new idea. You might be struggling to figure out how to implement. How do you implement this new idea? You may have a lot going on, or you just don't know where to start. Fall time is going to be significant for whoever this reading is for. Yeah, I feel like you're not taking any action on this new idea because you don't know where to start. So you're just not starting at all, which is this moon energy here. Letting go of worry and fear. You might be, maybe someone here is a Virgo, maybe someone here has perfectionistic tendencies. The idea is to do whatever this thing is, have fun doing it, and just start. Whatever it is, just start, and don't worry too much. Whatever mistakes are made, you can learn more about editing, or depending on whatever this is you're trying to do. The idea is just have fun and get going. Just start taking steps towards it rather than like thinking too much about it. This could even be the energy of someone that someone is dealing with, or usually is dealing with. Someone here has like really long hair. Someone here might be known for their hair or known for really long hair. Yeah, again, you're being guided to just enjoy it. Do the thing because you enjoy it and get moving with the Chariot. Just get going. Have fun and get going. Someone here might be a Sagittarius or have strong Sagittarius placement. And again, I'm getting this like overthinking here. This overthinking energy has become so much that you've become really disconnected from the idea or whatever this is you're enthusiastic about altogether. Maybe you've even kind of lost. You've lost some of your excitement or your optimism, even though it's like this energy, this idea has a strong energy with it. Like, you know, it's a really good idea to do it. And someone here has almost given up on even moving forward. And really I'm getting it's just this overthinking here. It's overthinking. It's spending more time thinking about it rather than just moving on it. Like, get yourself some paper, write down, hey, if I'm getting started doing this thing, here's 3. You start with 3 things. Here's 3 things I would do first if I'm going to get started doing this, and just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about it being good. Don't worry about making a mistake. Just move. The sun. This is like a happy outcome. This is your confidence. Your everything lies in you aligning this, because something to do with this is part of your true nature. It's part of who you really are. It's part of letting yourself shine. Some of you maybe you are taking action on something, but maybe you're just getting you're starting to doubt, or you second guess yourself a lot. That would be the thing holding you back. Yeah, maybe you're getting down on yourself here with this Five of Cups energy. Someone's, this doesn't have to be for everybody, but again, some of us do still struggle with certain kinds of addiction. It can be anything. It's different things for different people. It can even be like, I'm trying to give up smoking cigarettes because I'm becoming more sensitive, or I'm becoming more, I've had awakenings, or I'm becoming more aligned and in sync. And I notice that I feel differently, like when I smoke, because of the nicotine or whatever this is here. It can be something like that. When we say addiction, it does not always have to be extreme. Someone's like using needles and stuff. I mean, that has popped up a couple of times in someone's energy, not probably someone's been dealing with in the past. But it doesn't always have to mean that. Addictions can be varying levels. Lots of people struggle with this, especially as certain life circumstances and stressors in our day to day cause us to kind of want to tune out. We want to tune out. We want confirmation. Y'all, I don't know if y'all heard that, but bird chirping in the back, confirmation. Um, a lot of people do that. And the addiction can be anything. It can be something as small as, I can't stop myself scrolling. I'm scrolling a couple of more hours a day than I used to. I mean, this is no, we're in this together. This is no like finger pointing. This is no harm, no foul. This is just being honest with what we're struggling with, what's holding us back from where we're trying to go, and do what we can do about it, do what we need to do about it. And no sense in rushing or anything. Things like that take time. Go after your dreams. It's time to go after your dreams. Yeah, surrender here. So some of you may not realize it, but the overthinking can actually kind of relate to control. It can relate to a controlling energy, and that is the opposite of surrendering, letting go. There's a heavy energy of like, have fun, be free. You're being free when you're having fun. You're just going with the flow when you're having fun. That could be why someone here, especially again, if we have some sort of Virgo energy, excuse me, it might be very important to have more fun. Bring more fun into something. Just get going. Don't overthink it. Don't try to control it. Overthinking can relate to, well, I'm gonna sit here and figure out every possible thing that could and would and should happen, and you're doing it, or whoever is doing this, so much that their feet are at a standstill. The action has not been taken at all, and it's even causing you to feel discouraged. In this Five of Cups energy is coming from you being out of alignment with your true self, with your true being, with who you really are meant to be. Some of you, this says romantic cycle. That can be for some of you, but it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could just, again, be that energy of spending time with others, waking up. So for some of you, you might have a change in energy or a change in pace in the near future here. Maybe by the midsummer time, you're in full swing of this. You've gotten over your cold feet. For someone, this energy could have something to do with actually walking or moving towards some sort of marriage. Maybe someone's engaged, maybe someone's having cold feet, just because I don't know, but that came up for a minute there. Someone could literally be kind of psyching themselves out of moving towards a commitment. Yeah, meditate and contemplate in reverse, because again, meditate and contemplate is also an opposite energy from overthinking. Overthinking, you're taking action, but you're taking action in your head, or however it is, even with the you're talking with someone else about something, but it's over a certain issue, and it's spinning your wheels, and it's constant, and it's everything ever that you can think of that gives you some sort of reason to not move forward. So the advice here would be to try and quiet your mind a bit. Again, you can do what you need to do to what can I do to just move, not think, and just move. Write yourself a to-do list. Might be a good way to just stop thinking and just move on it. And some of you, maybe you're overthinking because you intuitively feel, especially if someone here is a water sign, you intuitively feel that there is something you need to know. There's some sort of major change that's going to come along with what you're doing, and the answers you need are coming. But I do feel like to connect with those answers and connect to those ideas, you must like stop the overthinking and do what you need to do. When we say meditate, it does not mean that you have to put on singing bowls, chimes, and sit in a certain position or this and that. It can just mean take yourself 5 minutes and listen to the rain. If it's raining outside, I just said that because it is raining outside here. Or listen to, maybe you got a fan going. Sit there for 5 minutes and listen to your fan. That can be just enough. The point of that is to help retrain your mind back to a quiet, receptive state. Someone here could be a Gemini, or this issue could have something to do with a Gemini. Somebody's teetering in this action that needs to be taken. Someone here is teetering within between your south node and your north node, and again, your north node is connected with something that is in true alignment with who you really are. And the south node is that comfort energy. Even if your addiction is overthinking, that's that comfort zone that you're having to break cycles of to be able to move forward, to be able to align with who you truly are, what you're meant to do, what brings you joy, what brings you confidence. And for some of you, to get into that place, especially if you're really struggling with overthinking, there's advice here to just start having fun with something, and let everything else take care of the rest. Semi-specific, but someone here in Divine Collective, very specifically, you may be of masculine energy, and maybe you wish or hope to get married to someone. Maybe you're engaged, or maybe you want to get engaged and you're worried to move forward because of finances. You're like, what's going to happen to my finances? Or maybe I'm not good enough. Something like that here. If it's the right one and you know it's the right one, I mean, do what you need to do. If you do not think your finances are in order, That's between you and God, but someone here could actually be like, what you have is good enough and what you are is okay, and there's more to come. And it's just a matter of like worrying and overthinking. There's something here about like hidden fears and hidden emotions is part of what your block is when it comes to this. Some of you may not be looking at that, looking at your hidden fears, looking at, for instance, if it's to do with finances, then you should take some time to sit down and be honest with yourself about what are my hidden fears, what are my negative thought patterns when it connects to finances. What are my worries with my finances? Something about looking at that and facing that. Be honest with yourself so you know how to move forward. This reading is kind of for someone. I feel like you're still in your south node, but you're on the right path. You're moving out of it. You're moving away from things that are holding you back from what you're meant to be doing or what you wish to be doing. Yeah, overthinking here. Communion. Overthinking. That's why this communion here coming out on top of this meditate and contemplate in reverse. You're not allowing yourself to intertwine or work with your angels or whatever it is you have faith in. There's something about balance, especially with this Libra energy here, balancing your your worry, your overthinking with more trust and more faith. Of course, that's for so many of us. So many of us are challenged by that often. But the more you practice at it, the better you get at it. And that is the answer. That is the key. Something about someone's abundance here. Someone's definitely worrying. Someone here is worrying specifically about finances. Humor. What did we, again, joy. Like joy and having fun is out here like 3 times. So back to what I was saying, if you can't figure out anything else, just start trying to have more fun. Have more fun with whatever it is, whatever you're like hesitating with, or some of you, this could be opposite energy here. If you're something to do with your finances, you might be, maybe you have plenty of money, but you're very, very tight and you're very strict with your money. You might need to loosen up a bit when it comes to that to create the balance, to create the flow. Different things for different people. Yeah, generosity. So someone here, you might be too tight or too constricting with what you have. So take some time doing what you love. Give your gift away to someone. Whatever you're good at, whatever creative idea you have, try giving it away. Fortunately, I'm telling, this has something to do with some balancing out and getting ready to receive, someone ready to receive some sort of abundance into their life, or changing some sort of relationship with abundance or with their finances. Maybe someone here, again, there is something, it's something different for everyone. Again, that happens often in general readings. That's why we will bounce around and say, well, someone this and someone that, because that's very much true for many of us. And there is something about relationships here. Someone here might be they're so fixated on their relationship with money that they're afraid to be to get married. to have a family. Like, what's that going to do to my money? Something like that here. This is why you're being guided to look at this. You're being guided to face your relationship with money, and look at what you can do differently. Very much the advice here is to kind of let go, to relax a little bit, because it's honoring trust and faith. If you're holding on to your money that tightly, there's something here where your faith system that you can have more. There's just something that you needs to be looked at when it comes to your financial situation. Forgiveness in reverse. That doesn't have to mean forgiveness. That can be about past situations. Again, with this South Node energy coming out sideways, someone here is moving in the right direction, but you're not quite there yet. This can be about letting go of past things that don't serve you anymore. Like, again, someone here specifically needs to look at their ideas, their beliefs around their relationship with money. And for some of you that it's not money, it's ideas and your relationship with relationships. With that can be where someone is like being too closed off or being too guarded and not sharing yourself, so to speak. Confirmation. We were saying, look at these things that you're not looking at and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what may be holding you back when it comes to what's keeping you in your South Node energy, what's keeping you from moving on, moving forward into your purpose. Someone here may even be struggling with, you feel called to your divinity specifically, but something in your South Node energy is holding you back, keeping you back away from it. And again, we're going back to this. I'm looking, this flew over off to the side. This is very much a card of overthinking the future. It's not so much about what's coming in the future as it's about someone who's thinking too much about the future. There's overthinking of like what can happen, what will happen. Again, someone might be a Gemini or air sign in particular. Air signs can struggle with overthinking. Yeah, rebirth. Your rebirth is you getting into your North Node energy. Everything's going to change. Confirmation again, this says flow. This is all about getting into the flow. Being in an overthinking state, or even let's say it is finances and you hold on too tightly to them, you are not in a state. You are not in a flowing state. You are in a controlling state. So when you are in a controlling state, you're not allowing divinity to control what's going on, or you're struggling with your belief, whether it's God you believe in, or whether it's certain energies of how the universe operate that you believe in, whatever your belief system is. For me personally, it's God specifically. I trust God with what I have in each moment. I trust God with what goes on with my work, with my finances. I trust God in like a teamwork type situation. Sometimes when I am blocked, when something is blocked for me, it is totally my fault. And it may take me an entire year of conversations with God. And, God's just sitting there chuckling and laughing and waiting for me to figure it out because it's been in my face all along. But that is part of what's going on here, is something about maybe someone wants this relationship or this teamwork with God, but you're resisting it a bit. This was coming up a bit with something to do with wanting to align with your divinity or resisting aligning with your divinity. What else does Divine Collective need to know, please, about this energy? What can they do? Should they do? Some of you may be working too hard. You like need to take a day off or something. You need to take a day off. Someone here needs to take a day off. Focused on service. We said earlier about giving your gift away here. Part of what you're experiencing right now has to do with you looking at facing something to do, possibly for some of you, your relationship with money or your relationship with relationships. Whatever it is that you have going on, if you're resonating with this reading, it's the messages can still be the same depending on what this is. There's something to do with you, and it says right here, joyfully. We're talking about joy, this card, having fun, doing something because you enjoy it, being more lighthearted when it comes to an issue, being okay. This could even be someone who's like, oh, I'm not to give away your finances or anything like that. That's definitely not what I'm saying. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, there's not a message here to like, oh, well, you need to go ahead and take half of what you have left and donate to a charity or donate to a homeless shelter, something like this. This can be something as like you've got that mindset and you think, I can't do anything until I've got like the money. And this is saying you can give your gift away to someone today. You don't even have to spend money to just go do something that's generous. You know, let's use the example of me. You and I've given away readings for free, especially to certain people in certain circumstances. This is this can say you're a reader and you're like, oh, I'm struggling with my money and I can't be generous and I can't give anything away and I can't do anything until I've got more money, and give it away for free. Give something away for free. Give your gift away to someone because you enjoy what you're doing. This is what's going on with someone that needs to be looked at. Some of you may feel like you're in a struggle right now, but there's a lesson in it that you're being asked to look at with that moon energy. That moon energy that we pulled out earlier. And again, something about you learning to, if you want God's help or your angels, you know, sometimes God sends in your angels to help assist you. If you want this assistance, you have to be willing to, you have to let go of control and you have to work with it. This is the message here. Somebody's not seeing the truth of something, the truth of a situation. Yeah, you're not assertiveness in reverse. Someone here is not understanding the overall lesson. So for whoever this is for, you might again, someone here needs to take some time off. That could be why you're spending so much time overthinking and not really making sense or getting in connection with the lesson, the bigger lesson at hand. Because yes, God can challenge you and God can put you through trials, through lessons. Like, I bet you didn't know that you actually needed to work on that, you know, but it's more important to what you're asking me for than you realize. That's something to be expecting. Expect that. That's a thing. This, what you're doing here, this energy and not seeing this lesson and keep going and keep overthinking, and you won't let go of control and you won't get into the flow and you won't let your angels help you, is what's keeping you still in your south node. And whoever this is, I'm getting an energy like you desperately want to be in your north node. Something, there's like a fire inside of you that's like pulling you in. It's pulling you in that direction. And you're spending a lot of time just thinking about it and how do I get there? Well, I can't get there. And there's something to take a day off and look at this. Spend time looking at this and pray and ask what the overall lesson is. There's something here you're being taught through this situation that someone is not looking at. Again, this is giving me this perfectionistic energy coming out again. Perfectionistic. And this is coming over the fact of that this is actually a blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer, and you're just not seeing it with the assertiveness in reverse. You're not seeing the truth of what this situation is, or you're not recognizing that what you're going through is preparing you for something. And notice the signs. So this is several confirmations here that this is part of what's going on for whoever's in this energy. Again, this truth energy. Someone here is not aligned with who they truly are inside, and it's connected to one of these issues at hand. Somebody has like again with this moon here, this is often about like fears, worries, things that cause us to get uncomfortable, or I mean it can be things that are hidden. This can also represent things in your shadow side that you're, again, there's something you're not looking at. Something, and it's often to do with emotions, including worry and fear. Those are also, those are anxious emotions. Those are the opposite of trusting, having faith. Just as I turn the deck over and it says, cool your emotions. Confirmation, cool your emotions. First of all, I think someone here might need to look at what this emotion is that's causing them to overthink or spin something around and around or hesitate on something. Someone here may really be a Virgo. I keep like accidentally hitting the whole spread with my deck. And someone here gets very anxious about perfectionistic issues. So that's something that needs to be looked at. It's okay. You're going to be okay. I'm going to mess things up a little bit because it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, have confidence. Someone here, maybe that's part of what's affecting your confidence. That's part of what's affecting you from moving into your north node, and it can be possibly that and only that. Some sort of perfectionistic tendency. This could even be shadow work, whatever, wherever this originates from. Especially if this is something that was aggravated or triggered when in your upbringing. Maybe someone around you is very hard on you about making you be a perfectionist. Shame on them. You can elevate to intense levels of perfection, and you will still run into mistakes. No one here doesn't make mistakes in some area of their life. And we're meant to. We're meant to because it's part of how you learn, it's part of how you get better, it's part of how you grow. Someone here may be so worried about making a mistake that they stopped moving. So that's definitely something you're being called to look at. This thing here is affecting, I'm getting it's affecting your confidence, but it's also related to you moving into your north node, which you're on the right path. Well, you're doing something right here. But definitely there's some advice about something. Look at this here. I was even saying about being able to work with, whoever you pray to, you ask assistance from or help from. Um, God, your spirit team here. Being in the flow means you're not controlling, because when you're controlling, you don't trust God is controlling, or you don't trust that the universe is in control. You've taken over control. So this is something someone needs to look at with this alliance here. Alliance is being able to work with your spirit team to make progress. Make progress, something someone needs to look at. I hope this reading gave you some sort of confirmation, clarity, or you guys just enjoyed the reading. Thank you again for being here. I will see you next time.